not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame, but when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Arizona Cardinals taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll roll him out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Murray. Finding his target is Trey McBride. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. A gain there of 21 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. On the draw, Conner. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Conner Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Corey Blasingame, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team.
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Second and 9. Here's Murray from midfield. Screen pass to Connor. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Murray a give. This is Connor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And Murray's going to keep this. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cardinals have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. And he returns this to the 22. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
Looking deep downfield. This is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They run behind center with Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Joe Burrow and the Bengals heading back out there. And he got off to the hot start with a touchdown pass on the opening drive, but it's been interception on the 2 drives since as they start again here 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Back to Mixon on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I might keep going back to him.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow, rolling to his right. And Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Murray now on first down. He'll get this to Connor underneath. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bengals take over first and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
McPherson now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Murray now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. The Chiefs seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Chase Claypool, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you way up.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First down, Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Mixon running right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Looking to pass, escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now in the afternoon.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Play action. It's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 27 yards as they have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They'll get 34 yards there. Here's a handoff to Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's McBride. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. To throw is Murray. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket,
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bengals.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they go play action now. Burrow steps away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Rolling to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10 is Counter. Room here to run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 73 yards rushing now for Counter and a first down. Again, a run with Counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Bass is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there, a big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. So Burrow and the Bengals down 24-21. A minute 17 remains. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number. Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now Burrow, buying time to his left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here we go. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Burrow, eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Mixon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for the Cardinals, they moved to 7-9 on the year with the win. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.